We put a lot of effort in preparing interviews, but the impression you make is long before the interview. The manager reads your cover letter, and that is the first impression. Often, we give less time in preparing cover letters. We spend a lot of time in preparing resume and attach a generic cover letter. We hope that this is enough, but the truth is opposite. The recent data shows that 83% of hiring managers read cover letters and 45% read them before they read your resume. If your cover letter is second priority, you are already out of the ring. A lot of job advice that you find online is subjective. What works for one person may not work for another person. That is why we need to look into the data and avoid the guesswork. A data backed cover letter is your single best chance to make a real human connection and prove that you are the right choice. Here are the three data backed principles for an incredible cover letter. Number one, customization is very important. 72% of hiring managers say personalizing your letter is important, yet, most candidates still do not follow this advice. Number two, the opening gives the impression. 41% of hiring managers say the introduction leaves the biggest impression. Number three, you have to prove what you say. Prove your value with measurable results instead of just summarizing your resume. Now, I will explain these three principles in three sections. The section first, the huge gap between what recruiters want and what candidates are doing. Studies show that 72% of hiring managers consider a customized cover letter important or very important. In fact, a weak or generic letter can cause the manager to throw the candidate's resume into a dustbin. The data also shows that a huge number of job applicants, around 82%, do not even personalize the greeting using "Dear Hiring Manager" instead of a specific name. Some copy paste the cover letter and address it to the wrong person. I had a client who applied for a position in Sudan but mentioned that he was interested in a position in Uganda in cover letter. What a pity. The manager knows that you are not serious. The implication is simple. If you are one of the few who writes a truly tailored letter, you immediately have a massive advantage. You are signaling that you are motivated and you have put it an effort. This does not just mean swapping out the company name, it means reading the job description to understand the company's real problems and showing how his skills directly address their need. You have to show your skills and that connects to the company's needs. Section number two, making the first impression. The second principle is all about your opening. With some recruiters spending less than 30 seconds on a letter, your first sentence is your entire pitch. In fact, 41% of hiring managers agree the introduction is the most impactful part of the whole document. So, stop wasting it with I am writing to apply for. They already know that. Instead, start with a disruptive story that creates an instant connection. In a survey, 22% of hiring managers said a cover letter with a personal story was more memorable than one that just listed qualifications. This opening achieves three things instantly. It tells a personal story, it showcases your values, and it proves you have done your homework on the company. The section 3, from saying to proving. This brings us to the most powerful strategy: frame yourself as the answer to their problem. Companies do not hire people to fill the seats, they hire people to solve problems. You don't say you have a strong skills. That means nothing. You need to prove it with concrete, measurable results. Read the job description in detail to find the pain points they are hinting at. Then indicate a paragraph to showing how you solved a similar problem in the past using hard numbers. For instance, instead of saying, I have a strong project management skills, say, in the job description, you mentioned needing a leader to streamline projects. In my last role, I saw marketing and sales were struggling with missed deadlines, so I implemented a new workflow. Within one quarter, our one time project delivery shot up by 40%, and we launched our next campaign 2 weeks ahead of schedule. See the difference? You are not just claiming you are a problem solver, but you are proving it with the data, which is something very few applicants do. So, the game plan is simple and is backed by data. 1. Stop sending generic letters and personalize every single one. 2. Hook them immediately with a compelling story in your opening sentence. And 3. Frame yourself as the direct solution to their biggest problems using concrete, quantifiable achievements. If you found this video helpful, please drop a like. It really helps the channel. And let me know in the comments what is your biggest frustration with writing cover letters. I would love to hear your experiences. And if you want more such videos, be sure to subscribe and check out our next video.